Baronial hall, dimly illuminated. Emperor and courtiers already assembled.
It is my long-standing duty to announce the play, but there are supernatural forces at work which make it difficult. It's impossible to find any rational explanation of the confusion that prevails. The seating arrangements have been completed. The emperor facing the wall, where he can enjoy the tapestries recording the great battles. Here they are then, emperor and courtiers, all ranged round with the crowded benches behind them, where lovers can sit close together in the uncanny twilight. And so, since all are now seated, we are ready. The spirits may come.
Trumpets. Let the play begin. The emperor so commands. Open up, you walls. It's plain sailing now, with magic at our disposal. See, the carpets are disappearing as if curled up in fire. The wall divides and reverses. To all appearance, we now have a deep stage before us, and there's a mysterious light coming from somewhere. I'll go up on the proscenium, sticking his head out of the prompter's box.
I hope you will all approve of me in my present capacity. Prompting is a devil's rhetoric.
To the astrologer.
You know the rhythm of the stars. You understand my whisperings perfectly.
Here, revealed by the power of magic, is an ancient temple, massive as you see. The row of pillars makes us think of the giant Atlas who once held up the sky. They're certainly equal to the weight of stone they have to bear. Any two of them would suffice for a big building.
You call that classical? I don't like it. I call it crass and overloaded. If a thing's crude, they say it's noble. Clumsy, they say it's great. What I love is slender columns, soaring up in the infinity, pointed ashes that uplift the spirit. There's a style that truly edifies.
Except this heaven-sent occasion with reverence due. Let magic words suspend your rational thinking and, instead, let fantasy, the rich and free, come from far away and rule us. Look now on the scene you so boldly demanded. It's quite impossible, and for that very reason, worthy of belief. Faust moans the proscenium from the other side. See the wonder-worker in priestly robes, with the wells on his head, fulfilling the task he so confidently undertook. The tripod has risen with him from below, and he is about to consummate his achievement. If I'm not mistaken, I can smell the incense from the bowl. Things can't go wrong now. Impressively.
In your name, O mothers, enthroned in the illimitable, always alone, yet not unsociable. The forms of life revolve around you, mobile but lifeless. All that once was in all its splendor is emotion there, seeking to be made eternal. You supreme powers part them in two, assigning some to the tent of day, to be drawn into life's sweet course, others to the world of night, where the magician seeks them out. Whatever wonders are desired, he was in full measure the power to reveal them.
No sooner does the red-hot key touch the bowl than a mist gradually fills the sense, rolling in clouds that spread or shrek or cross or part or joy. And now comes a masterpiece of magic. The clouds, as they drift, make music, airy notes, like nothing that ever was. Everything, even the columns. The trilith is turning into melody. I verily believe the whole temple is singing. Now, the mist is drooping, and through the singing well, a handsome youngs comes forward with measured step. And here I must pause. I don't need to name him. Who could fail to see that this is Paris? Paris steps forward. Oh, what a picture of youth in its bloom and its dress, fresh and juicy as a peach, and those lips so delicately drawn, and yet so sweet and full. A sip from that cup is what you'd like.
He's very pretty, but not exactly refined.
I do wish he was a little less awkward.
He still bears the marks of a shepherd boy. I feel nothing princely about him, no courtly manners.
No doubt.
He's good-looking when he's half naked.
But how would he be in a coat of mail? He's sitting himself in an attractively feminine way.
I dare say you wouldn't mind sitting on his lap.
He's putting his arm behind his head so gracefully.
How vulgar! It shouldn't be allowed.
You gentlemen find fault with everything.
Stretching out like that in front of the emperor.
He's only acting. He thinks he's alone.
In this place, the place of all to be polite.
The charmer has dropped asleep.
and is immediately beginning to snore. It's so natural, it's perfect.
Delighted. What is that scent that mingles with the incense and so gladdens my heart? You're right. There's a breeze of something that moves me deeply. It comes from him. It's ambrosia, the scent of youth flowering, filling the air about us. Helen appears.
So there she is. She wouldn't bother me. Pretty, no doubt, but not my sort.
To be honest, I must confess I'm helpless here. When beauty comes, tongues of fire are not enough. The praises of beauty have been sung and sung again from the beginning. Those who behold it are swept beyond themselves. Those who ever enjoyed it were rewarded beyond their deserts.
Do I see with my eyes? Or is it deep in my inner mind that the source of beauty is thus poured out before me? My fearful journey has brought a marvelous reward. How fertile the world was before it was opened to me. What it is now, after my term of priesthood, desirable, deep-founded, permanent as never before. May the breath of life leave me if ever I go back on you. The fair form that once delighted me swept me away. In the image mirror was mere false besides to you. I own the springs of every action and the quintessence of passion. I devote myself to you in affection, love, worship, yes, in madness.
From the prompter's box.
Pull yourself together and remember your part.
Tall, well built, but the head rather too small. Look at her feet, could they be clumsier?
I've seen great ladies just like her. It seems to me she's beautiful from top to toe. She's slowly, cunningly approaching the sleeper.
How ugly she looks beside his youthful purity.
The light of her beauty is shining on him,
just like the painting of Endymion and Luna.
You're right. The goddess seemed to be coming down from above. Now she's bending over him to drink his breath. A kiss, the lucky man, is the limit.
In front of everybody is too much.
What a terrific favor to this lad! Be quiet. Let the ghost do what he wants. She's tripping away stealthily. He's waking up.
She's looking back. I thought she would.
He's astonished. He thinks it's a miracle.
What she sees is no miracle to her.
She's turned round and coming back with great decorum.
I can see she's taking him in hand. In this situation, women are simpletons. He probably thinks he's the first.
I won't have a word said against her.
She's majestic and most refined. The Jad! I call that vulgar. I wish I was where he is.
What man wouldn't get entangled with her?
She's a jewel that passed through many hands. The girl's a bit wall. She's been no good since she was 10 years old. Everyone on occasion takes the best. The lovely leftover would do for me.
I can see her all right, but I must confess I doubt if she's the right one. Face to face with her, you lose your judgment. For myself, I stick to the books, and the books say she delighted all the old men of Troy. It seems to me that this holds good now. I'm not young, but I like the look of her.
He's a boy no longer. He's heroic and daring. He seized hold of her. She's practically defenseless. He's hoisted her up on his mighty arm. Is he going to run off with her?
The reckless fool! To be so bold! Can't you hear? Stop! This is too much.
On to the man that's putting it on, this crazy ghost play. One word more. To go by what we've seen, I'd call it the rape of Helen.
Rape indeed. Do I count for nothing here? Have I not this key in my hand? The key that led me through horrid seas of solitude to a firm landing where I could set down my 2 feet. These are realities. Standing here, my spirit can hold its own with spirits and master the 2 realms. She was so far off, and now she could hardly be near. If I rescue her, she'll be doubly mine. I'll take the rest. Oh, mothers, grant me this. When you once set eyes on her, you can't give her up.
Faust! Faust! What are you up to? He's grabbed hold of her. She's beginning to blur. He turned his key towards the boy and touched him with it. Oh, dreadful, dreadful! Explosion. Faust collapses. The spirits disappear in smoke, throwing Faust over his shoulder.
Now we've got it, taking up with fools. Even the devils, the loser in the long run.
Darkness, confusion,